Welcome back to the FlipNerd.com REI Classroom, where experts from across the real estate investing industry teach you quick lessons to take your business to the next level. And now, let's meet today's expert host.
Hi, my name is Marc Schwartz, and I'm from the law offices of Marc Schwartz. And I am going to be your teacher today for the REI Classroom.
If you're an active real estate investor already doing deals and looking to double or triple your business, you should consider joining the Investor Fuel Real Estate Investor Mastermind. We're a small group of investors that share our best practices, tips, and tricks with one another in an effort to all win. We limit our membership to only 1 to 2 members per market, so everyone shares their knowledge, tips, and tricks openly and honestly. Our members include some buying 1 to 2 houses a month, up to some of the most respected investors and leaders in the real estate investing industry, some of which have personally done over 1,000 deals. If you'd like to be considered for our invitation-only world-class mastermind, please visit investorfuel.com to request your personal invitation. Our next meeting is coming up quickly. Go to investorfuel.com now to learn more.
Now, for those of you who are purchasing real estate, congratulations. I think that real estate is the best investment that you could make. But you got to take some precautionary steps. And I believe that protecting your other assets is one of those precautionary steps. Now, what are the options when it comes to owning real estate? Well, one is, and the simplest, is you buy the real estate in your own name. The advantages to that are that it's simple, straightforward, and understandable. The disadvantages are, one, everyone knows what you own, and two, if anything ever goes wrong in your life and you get sued, and trust me, I know people who are getting sued, your assets are protected. Are exposed, not just the property that you purchased. So let's talk about some of the different areas that you can, or some of the different vehicles that you can use in order to protect your assets. Now, a lot of you may have heard of an LLC. An LLC stands for a limited liability company. And LLCs are by far the most common way of owning real estate outside of someone's individual name. An LLC will put up a firewall between your real estate asset and everything else you own. So in the catastrophic event where somebody has a really big loss and they want to sue the owner of the property because the accident or injury occurred on the property, the LLC will limit the exposure to that one property, which can still be devastating, but at least the rest of your property is still protected. Now, there are other legal entities out there, corporations, partnerships, limited partnerships, and I want to talk just briefly about that. For partnerships, you have to remember that it's for more than one person, as the term implies, and there is limited liability. So a general partnership has no liability, whereas a limited partnership has limited liability only for the limited partners. So keep that in mind if you're ever going to be doing a real estate investment and you're not the general partner. Corporations are a very bad thing for real estate, to own real estate. Mostly having to do with tax disadvantages. And I'm not going to bore you with all of those things. But just keep in mind that if you really want to protect yourself, an LLC is the way to do it. Now, like anything in life, LLCs are not perfect. LLCs have to be maintained. So you have to go and open up a separate bank account. You have to go and file separate tax returns oftentimes. In California, where I am, there is an $800 fee for having an LLC. And that has to be paid regardless of whether the property makes money or not. And then California, because it doesn't have enough money, has what's called a gross revenue tax. So if your real estate investment makes too much money, well, according to the government, you're going to have to pay an additional fee on top of that $800. But I like to think of it as an insurance policy. Now, there are also some other disadvantages for owning a property in LLC, mostly having to do with estate planning. I'm not going to touch on that too much, but if you own a property in an LLC, you're not going to be able to pass along the property tax basis to your children and grandchildren. That's only in California. I don't know if that applies elsewhere in the country, but you really should look into it. Another thing that I have a lot of clients who ask me about is a living trust or a land trust. Now, we're not going to go into estate planning, as I said, but keep in mind that neither the living trust nor the land trust provide any sort of asset protection. They are only for avoiding probate and keeping your name private. I have a few celebrity clients who have their property in land trust to make sure that the paparazzi don't go snooping to make sure that they live there. So I hope I've given you just a brief overview of asset protection. I think it's something that you absolutely positively must consider whenever you're owning real estate. And whatever you choose, at least understand the consequences. Again, my name is Marc Schwartz. I'm from the law offices of me. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks.
If you're an active real estate investor already doing deals and looking to double or triple your business, you should consider joining the Investor Fuel Real Estate Investor Mastermind. We're a small group of investors that share our best practices, tips, and tricks with one another in an effort to all win. Real estate investing can be a lonely business for successful real estate investors, but it doesn't have to be. Investor Fuel members meet 4 times a year, but we talk to each other 365 days a year, and we focus on improving the profitability of our businesses, improving the quality of our lives. That's why we do this, right? And making an impact on those around us so we can truly leave a legacy. We limit our membership to only 1 to 2 members per market, so everyone shares their knowledge, tips, and tricks openly and honestly. Our members include some buying 1 to 2 houses a month, up to some of the most respected investors and leaders in the real estate investing industry, some of which have personally done over 1,000 deals. If you'd like to be considered for our invitation-only world-class mastermind, please visit investorfuel.com to request your personal invitation. Our next meeting is coming up quickly. Go to investorfuel.com now to learn more. Please note, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this program do not necessarily reflect those of FlipNerd.com or any of its partners, advertisers, or affiliates. Please consult professionals before making any investment or tax decisions, as real estate investing can be risky. Are you a member yet of FlipNerd.com, the hottest real estate investing social community online? If not, you can join for free in less than 30 seconds and get access to hundreds of off-market deals, vendors in your market to help you in your business. And you can start networking with thousands of other investors just like you. Get your free account now at FlipNerd.com. Please check out the FlipNerd family of real estate investing shows, where you can access hundreds of expert interviews, quick tips, and lessons from leaders across the real estate investing industry. They're available at FlipNerd.com/shows, or simply search for FlipNerd in the iTunes Store.